Hi guys, hello, meet everybody, it's MicheleMarieDalene, and yes, today we have the sound working correctly, the video is working correctly, all the signals have been tested, and they should not be any phony baloney today. And for those of you who wanted to know what was the story with the video of our stream from Sunday, let me just tell you what I do know is the fact is that live stream is absolutely having the worst time getting processed by YouTube, and so the only thing you can get is the last 16 minutes. I would say we'll have our full live stream today at a full length of time. And well, too much further ado, let's go to the chat questions right now. And and then the stupid thing blows up crap in here. I think you accidentally clicked on it yourself when you hit the mouse. Yeah, probably did. Alright, so let's go to the screen here. Switch over to the chat questions. And switch me on. There's a little screen. Okay, so now here we go. Okay, so now it's me in the corner. So let's get this thing out of the way. And say hello to everybody. And of course today is a Wednesday live stream. And we are planning to run it a little longer. Today I mentioned in my morning vlog that we wanted to talk about computer upgrades and what I've been researching, and the iMacs available. The ones I've seen available right now are the 2.5 gigahertz i5 ones. I'm not seeing the 2.7s, or for that matter the i7 ones that are available for the 2011 models are very, very pricey. So, I want to say hello to DNCC and Deborah Tevers. And by the way, that Deborah, are you the one from People Pieces here too? Are you the one from Torrington, or is that another Deborah? Because I think it's another Deborah. I'm not sure. Yes, hi People Peace, I see you. Today, hopefully, we'll have a successful night live stream, and hopefully this time things will go through. I'll probably just keep it like it is for right now, because it is pretty much my image. So, you know, it's just part of me, and I don't really know if I'd want to go dark again. I just don't think it would work for me right now. So are you from Torrington, or is that the other Deborah that I know that was on this channel? There was a woman from Torrington, Deborah Evans. So okay, so Evans. No, I don't think that's not Evans, but Deborah. But I think it was Davis. Oh, okay. Yeah, because Deborah I was talking to wanted me to get involved with the Republican Party, and I pointed out to her that it was a little too late to enter the race at this point. So first of all, okay. Oh, it's only about 8 years older than me. So, wanted to cover computers and what you think of different machines. Now, I know some of you are PC users, and I know there are some Mac users in the crowd. But I want to keep this simple because I don't know how knowledgeable. Okay. So I thought. That's a different Deborah. Okay. Now, what do you guys think of getting an iMac to replace this one? Originally, I was going to look for an i7 at the suggestion of Linus Tech Tips. But the thing is that Linus Tech Tips, his videos are more for gaming machines and gaming rigs. And I'm not into gaming. He said if you're going to stream gaming onto that computer, he suggested getting an i5 machine minimum of about 2.7 gigahertz. That's to stream 1080p at 60 frames per second. Okay. Well, this Deborah I'm talking about lives in Torrington. Okay. So that's what I was asking. But, so of course we know that Linus Tech Tips, you know, Linus is a Canadian that specializes mostly in gaming machines. So, he likes to talk about streaming at 1080p. Hi, People Peace. I know I see you. Yeah, good morning, good evening to you too. But I never saw how expensive some of the stuff that Linus Tech Tips gets into. I mean, holy God. Liquid cooling processors with 8 to 16 cores. Processors, some of his processors he buys and represents on his show because he gets sponsors, is like as much as $2,000 to $3,000 a chip. Video cards with extreme GPUs, extreme memory capacity, water cooling blocks, big powerful machines. I mean, but the only thing you could suggest is if you want to stream 1080p is to get an i5 or an i7. And, of course, I only stream with 640 by 480, so I suppose even an i3 would probably cut it if I really needed to. But it certainly can't be any worse than this Intel Core 2 Duo machine, which is a 1.83 gigahertz and with 2.5 gigabytes of RAM in it. So I wanted to know what you guys thought about that, what you guys consider to be a good machine for whatever kind of work you like to do. I mean, as far as processor speeds go. How many of you here, first of all, are... Okay. I was thinking about Christine Chandler. I don't know who that is, actually. I really don't know who that is. Plo R11H30. How was the video today, guys? I'm going to ask you instead of... So if anything goes wrong with the video, let me know right away. So that way I can try to fix it before it gets too progressively bad. I don't think we should have any problems right now. I checked the encoder and it's set right this time. I don't know why it was screwed up last time. Pete. Which one's Pete? Oh. Do you know who Pete is? I think I remember who Pete is. I'm not really sure. Oh, anyway, before we had all the computer problems on Sunday, we started to talk about some of the people that were on my channel. But I want to finish, first of all, what we're talking about with computers. What kind of computers are you guys using as far as speed and things like that? I'm not asking you to give me a full inventory, but just a quick overview of what kind of machines you're using. Because right now I'm using an Intel Core 2 Duo Mac from 2005, running at 1.83 gigahertz, with a front side bus of 667 megahertz, 2.5 gigabytes of RAM in it. And I'm just streaming standard 640 by 480. I'm not even streaming anything high resolution. And I often find that the processor can kind of fall behind in a lot of video work. So, like, for example, that's the reason why I check on occasion. Like, I'm going to check right now here and see how it's doing. Let's see. Let me see if I have any drop frames. And no, it's not a mistake, guys. I closed one of the windows on the screen to see if we can actually improve the settings, and it looks good so far. And let's see. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, that's good. That's good. So, Christian channel is a Christian, which user, okay. Which Lars Go Moon referred to? Okay. So what is this Christine known for exactly? What's her notable accomplishment? You know, Michelle, they never even answered the question about the computer. Maybe because they don't know the answer. You have to understand them. Not everybody's computer savvy. I don't know about the channeling. I don't know. It's not something I would normally do on a live stream like this because there's too many things that can go wrong too fast. So we were talking. I want to get to the other topic. We were talking, kind of catching up, the things that we were discussing last time at the beginning of the live stream. We were talking about some of the people that were on my channel. That someone had wondered if some of those people were necessarily bad people or demonic entities inheriting human fleshy bodies or not. And I'm really kind of sorry that the live stream was hard to pull up the details of the first hour. I wrote another comment about it earlier. She is also known for hitting someone with a car and spraying a store employee with mace. She has created a Sonic Q, the electric hedgehog Pokemon. Okay. People peace. Well, we could include that in the channeling of that one. I don't think it would be a good idea to do channeling tonight. I don't think so either. We still haven't even dealt with the topic we were talking about before the last stream went crazy on Sunday. Which is we were talking about some of the people some of the bad entities on my channel, the ones that were causing all the chaos. And I'm still kind of wondering we can do. Well, let's see what you guys think about it first, and then we'll see what happens. So, some of you guys were asking me about, on Sunday, about the kind of people that were commenting on my videos on my channel, and we started to wonder if some of those people, oh yes, I forgot to put that up on the screen. Duh! Sorry about that, guys. Let me put that up on the phone, turn the phone on too. Let's see, that's the wrong switch, wrong knob. Okay, yes, I will put it up on the screen right now. Let me make sure I get the right software program. Okay. I know I forgot something. Phone number. Yep, there we go. And dissolve. Okay, ping. There's the phone number right there in the bottom of the screen. Sorry about that, I forgot to put that up. It's been been keeping the phone up for a while. I was saying you could include the discussion with the channeling. Well, I got a hunch. I think I know what's going on. Mother just kind of dropped a little bit of a hint. That just basically a good portion of those people, the bad people, the haters, if you will, most of them are just people with bad attitudes. That's really what most of it is. And yes, the phone is now on. Yep, let's just test it and be sure. Yep, it's on. Okay, so But I still would like to know exactly why would people want to do that in the first place. Any clues? No. I wish I could give an answer to that. I don't know why they would do that. What's the point of doing that? Maybe they're just assholes. No, yeah. Well, they're assholes, but there must be a reason. Well, so, yes, you guys get the phone number there on the screen, 860-738-8463. And yes, the phone is on. I just tested that. Make sure it is working. And make sure that my speech is coming out across the amplifier. And it is, so that's a good thing. But, for some reason, this thing is on this way? Yeah, okay. Let's turn this up just a tiny bit here, because it's not, there we go, now it's getting peak, okay. Sorry about that, okay. Anyway, so the, people are trolls. Can you wish happy birthday to a friend of mine who's watching for me? His name is T-No. T-No. They came to your channel from Christine Chandler's channel. And they troll her well. Okay, well, maybe we should ask this question. Why did they troll? Why is the reason for doing that? What's the whole point of doing this? It seems to me like it's to be kind of a silly waste of their time to troll that instead of having productive conversations. I mean, people realize that I don't know anything about this individual, but, you know, these people work very hard to, you know, do a live show like this or to do videos every day, and it's not easy. Sometimes, I gotta be honest, I don't always come up with good content. And for that reason, you know, I would like to see more positive content on my own channel, because I know that, you know, it's not easy, but it's just, it sounds so stupid to do that to people. You know what the thing is? It's just that. It's like if you're working like Michelle does on this channel. Okay, you're welcome. Why would you say that people piece that I set myself up for trolls? Well, can you give me a very quick one-sentence answer to that question? Who is Christian? Because isn't he dead now or something? I don't. Okay, happy birthday to T-No. Happy birthday as well, I guess. Yeah, okay, people, okay, Largo Moon says, people won't troll you if you do a YIFF. What the hell is that? You keep showing that term up, and I don't even know what the hell that stands for. Research Christine Western Chandler. Christine Chandler to... What is he, a comedian or something? Well, by the way, speaking of the channel, did you know we are now up to, well, it kind of fluctuates a slight bit. We got up to 256 subscribers at this point. So, we've got to be doing something right. Because, I mean, we're up to about 256 subscribers, and the views of the videos are slowly eking their way up. Although it's going to be hard to, you know, maybe by the end of the year we can hit the 20,000 viewer minutes or 20,000 viewer minutes a month, 20,000 viewer minutes a month, 1,000 subscribers at the end of the year, and then maybe Michele can then go ahead and get her AdSense back. Okay. Yeah, but unfortunately that's the problem is I'm not necessarily looking for trolls to call my phone, but I have constructive conversations with people. But the problem is with my hearing loss, sometimes that is the most difficult thing to do. It's like I want to have constructive conversations with people too, but I'm not sure how I can separate. So. Well, what? Just tell me what it means, please. What does it mean? Is it something that a troll smokes for fun? Like crack? I don't know. Well, most of this video anyway is mostly, we're almost all adults anyway, so I don't think it really matters if you tell me. Just, like I said, I'm just kind of curious, because, like, who are, well, 99% do call mostly trolls all along, so why not get rid of the trolling? And how would you propose you get rid of the trolling without potentially destroying the viewership on the channel? You don't want to do that now, do you? Do you really want to destroy the viewership on the channel? Because, look how much work it took me to get this channel to doing the stuff that I do now with it. Furries. Because sometimes legitimate people do want to call in the show, There is people that are legitimate that do want to call in the show. And it gives us the opportunity to make honest, for those honest people to be part of the show. Maybe such as like maybe I'm interviewing somebody and they want to call into the show to be interviewed on the phone because of distance or things like that. People Peace, this channel is pretty much rated PG-13 anyway, so you might as well just give me a quick translation. Does it have to do with sexual intercourse? Probably. Or does it have to do with menstrual cycles? It sounds like the first one than the second one. Or does it have to do with breastfeeding? I'm destroying the viewership of the channel. Good people and good guests no longer want to come on like Rhonda and Dora because they feel bullied based on. Well, Rhonda's been also having a lot of personal issues right now with the fact that her husband's now out of the hospital and he's in post-operative care after having a second hip replaced. So they're not exactly able to sit here and come onto the YouTube channel when she's worried about her husband. You gotta understand that she has family issues. So Rhonda couldn't make it anyway because she's not been feeling too well. Emotionally, she's been ran to the ringer because of all the ups and downs with the complications of her husband's hip replacement. Yeah, well, the way I see it is, okay. Still doesn't make a lot of sense, but whatever. I mean, like Fawn and Nifs over in Peter Anthony's Nif. Right, well, Fawn's under. Okay, I won't even bother to go there. Anyway, the point is the but as far as the clientele goes, I'm not so sure that I want to start get yelled at, be calling a censoring racist person, because I'm not a censor. I'm not a censorer, and I'm not a racist. Okay. Right now, the channel for the most part has been pretty calm. So, well, Sunday wasn't that bad. Even without the crash, you guys were having a good, decent conversation. But what happened was the computer just screwed up. So is the computer trolling me? Oh, I know that. I know the trolls everywhere. But that, the point is that maybe I should ask this question: what do the trolls gain by this? What do they gain by this? What's the reason for doing this? What's the whole point of them doing all this type of damage? Are they so bored that they have nothing to do in their life? Are they paid to do this? Who's paying them if they are? I don't think you're big enough to be a paid target. No, I don't think so either, but that makes it even more interesting. Why would somebody want to waste their time to do that? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, but they can always, but they can also do something constructive too. I mean, that's the whole point, is if you can do something constructive and helpful. After all, life is not a situation comedy. Life has never been a situation comedy. Life is, I know that everybody wishes life was slapstick, but the sad truth is it's not. And, because right now we are talking about it. We are talking about it. What do you think we've been doing? No, we didn't even talk about the other topic I wanted to talk about. Okay? So I wouldn't say we're not having a conversation. We're having plenty of conversation. 10-4? We're talking about it. There's nothing more to talk about. Honestly, there isn't. It's just, I'm going to turn this up a little bit here. Because the mixer is not giving me good beat pattern here. Oh, it's up a little more. That's better. Okay. I mean, we are talking about it. That's the whole point. We are discussing it. But what's the oh, okay. The very last, okay. The really bad ones are sadistic. Yeah, they're certainly not masochists. Because if they're masochists, they would be getting painful pleasure out of it. So obviously they're not being a masochist. But in the way they are, because Michelle, think about it, they have to go out of their way to inflict pain on others. It's almost like sadomasochism in some ways. They are actually getting pain inflicted on them by the hosts of the channels that they're trying to inflict pain on too. Well, right now I don't feel like doing much of a meditation right now. Okay. Because it's just, honest with you, is right now my left knee hurts. And it's because arthritis is kicking up right now. But I'm trying to say is that the way I look at it is that, let's see. Yeah, but I'm not going to screw up my channel because of something that has to do with pornography or something like that. That's not my style. Anyway, you got to understand one thing. I do have some good people on my channel. Chin Chin, for example, is not a troll, as far as I know. And let's put it this way. If Chin Chin was a troll, she's a halfway decent, respectable troll. Which is, important to consider. I don't know anything about Laura's Go Moon, but the point is we're having a conversation right now. And that's a good thing. We're talking. And that's the whole point of this idea, is this channel is to have open dialogue so that we can actually learn new things. Okay. As far as People Beast goes, I just asked Mother about it. She told me basically is to do what we're doing right now because we're covering a topic which could be very useful information for not just me, for me and you and the others, but there's a lot of people who have questions about trolls. So that's what she wants us to do, is to discuss this. It's not a channeling, I'm sorry, but that's what she said to me. Now you, however, TNCC, I seriously wonder about your motives, because I already explained why in the past. I'm not going to go through that again. But just to say this much, something about you makes me wonder what's your motives. Okay, let's take care of the phone call. Go ahead, call you on the air.
No!
Yeah. So, basically, to answer your question, channeling is something you really should not do, Yeah, I get a sensation of her presence. And in my case, she speaks to me softly, very softly, in my center of my head, which I know, and it's a female voice, so I know it's Mother's voice. You can tell who's who, because you can sense the difference between the different people. As she says, is that, this conversation, this channel is very important what we're talking about right now, because we're getting some information, sorted out that's been kind of holding this channel back for a while. But the good news is that, did you know that the history of the trolls, by the way, originally, trolls were supposed to be was as a way to encourage people to start dialogues on forums such as that. Alright, let's take this call. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Yeah, let me get 2 wedge pieces. One of those with that creamy white sauce you guys got there with the garlic. That shit is fucking delicious. Let me get that with extra cheese. What's that, pal? My buddy here, you want the burger? What kind of burgers do you guys got? What kind of burger you want?
Yeah, you're gonna
a cheeseburger, regular cheese, white cheese. What kind of cheese you want, dude? You want the American cheese on there? You want the one with lettuce, tomato, onion?
Yeah, this is not a burger restaurant either,
Some bacon? You want some bacon on there? Well, actually, just a cheeseburger with just bacon. So if you
excuse me! I just said something.
Whatever.
Alright. Wow. What is... Okay. These words... But do you actually hear something audible? Is it more like a cooling deep from inside. Like you said, mother just touched you, but how do you know she responded and hear her voice or what? But do you actually hear something audibly? Or is it more like a cooing? It's like a very soft whisper, actually. It's, you know. No, when you say those words are hurtful, you're talking about the one that just called? Hi, Robin. At least tonight we can actually guarantee you got a chance to actually watch something. Yeah, we got to fix. We checked it out. It's all set. We're not going to ban anybody, Brian K., unless you want to be the first one to face my nice little wrench. Okay? Because I've told you we're not banning anybody. Okay? That's a fact. We're not going to ban anybody unless they act like a problem. And right now, no one has been acting bad. Anyway, I was just, I know out on the wire and I were talking today about something earlier, Ruben, and you mentioned about the computer that you're using at work. And I wanted to get back to that for real quick, because so Ruben kind of can catch up on this. I watched, you know, Linus Text Tips. If anybody knows what Linus Text Tips is, his YouTube channel is mostly for gaming, but he has been covering what kind of step would you need for streaming 1080p video at 60 frames per second. Even if you use an independent computer to do the encoding, he said, you recommends a computer with an i5 processor, I think he said running at 2.5 gigahertz, and obviously a lot of RAM. But I don't even stream 1080p at 60 frames per second. I only stream 640 by 480 at 25 frames per second. Why are you being bullied on your channel? I don't know why. Check the answer to that question. Go ahead, call you in the air.
Yeah, I want to talk to the manager of the establishment. I was just placing an order. Me and my friend, and the lady was extremely rude. She was yelling at me.
This is not a pizza restaurant or a hamburger restaurant. Okay? This is a YouTube call-in show. Okay? Now, I just told you that. So
sauce with the extra cheese and the beef and onions. The other one I want sauce.
Okay. Yes, I know exactly. With the trolls, but no real measures to remove them, and they were driving her fans truly away. Okay, because Asperger's is just. I thought that's telling me to kill myself. Okay. So, Roman, do you have any idea of what this, watching what's going on, what they're talking about with the trolling? Yeah, I suspected as much. Go ahead, call. You're in the air.
Hey, my name's Todd. I had a question about spirituality. I saw you here on the TV. I see you sitting there on your couch. Can I ask you a question about spirituality?
You can ask a question about spirituality, sure.
Yeah, so basically it's like this. My wife, her name's Victoria, right? Victoria, she is a pharmaceutical therapist, okay? But besides that, it's her sister. Her sister's name is Julie, right? Well, Julie's married to Dan, right? And Dan is a mechanic for a motorcycle shop, right?
Oh.
But Dan's brother, Donnie's dad, well, it's actually his stepdad. Donnie's stepdad is the sheriff of Nokotoka, right? So his dad, and his name's Johnny. Johnny has an illegitimate child named Henry, right? Henry is a salesman, okay? He sells, what does he sell? Oh, yeah, he sells both diapers. What's the brand? Not Love's, not Pull-Ups. It's Huggies. He sells Huggies, right? Hello? You still there? Yeah, okay. So he sells Huggies, right? He goes door to door and sells his Huggies, right? The problem is, okay, he went on the Turner Road, and he went to Old Man Harris's house. You know it's Old Man Harris's house, the yellow one with the gunked up lawn a little bit, right?
It doesn't seem like
so he sold Old Man.
Alright, that's it. I'm getting tired of this because I know there's so many. If I had caller ID, I bet I can figure out 95% of the time it's from the same phone number. That's my personal line. Oh, great. Hold on a minute. Oh, that's still ringing already? Okay. How do you know that wasn't Sherry trying to call on a cell phone? I don't. Alright, so some people don't agree. Excuse me, but Brian K. Let's see. Even if you know you're instigating more, Brian K. No, some people don't agree that is this effing Chinese should be sticking there. Shriveled up communist. Oh boy, here we go. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Listen, are you parked outside? You fucking come around here with your fucking little clown.
Whatever. Okay, guys, I'm going to turn the phone off for a little bit so I can read some comments here because I feel like I just missed a whole bunch of them when I was listening to that other person. Okay, well, let me just say this right now is I want to keep this conversation civil. And Ruben, I want to know what you think about what we're talking about. Ruben, whatever. So okay, Brian K does want attention. People a piece is defaming my name. I will leave if there's one. No, I want you to stay, Chin Chin, if you want to. Okay? I have no problem you being here because you're not a problem. You're a nice person from what I can see. I would like you to stay. If some of these other people, mostly Brian K., who has been wanting me to throw you off the system. And I'm not in the mood to throw anybody off the system. Especially since you have never done anything wrong. But, you know what? I've got an opinion. And let's go. I'm going to put him on timeout for a bit. Bye. He's taking a nap. Okay? So, actually, just put him on timeout. Right. So, nobody is going to force anybody to leave this channel. Okay? Because Chin Chin hasn't done anything wrong. I don't want to see people leave this channel. And I certainly don't want people to be angry about all the things that are going on around here. Okay? Let's just get rid of the guy. He's a pain in the ass anyway. I put him a timeout. Yeah, I know you did. Yeah. What a dickhead. Oh, God. How many Brian K's can you drive me crazy? Okay. So Brian K is timed out. And I gotta make sure that I don't accidentally select the wrong guy. Nope, I did the right guy. Thank God. First of all, Brian K wants me to block somebody on my channel that has done nothing wrong. Okay? Brian K. has been trying to tell me to throw this poor woman off this channel for days. And I am not going to do that because he said some really nasty things because of the fact that she's of Asian ancestry. I don't think that's any better. I don't want to have a race war either. That's why I basically got rid of Brian K. because he's always trying to push things around. I don't know what a Deo is, but I just don't want to see this kind of BS start all over again. Okay? Brian K. has been trying to tell me to throw Chin Chin off this channel, and she's never done a damn thing wrong. Not a single thing. She's been decent and honorable. And in Asia, honor is something you do respect. Okay? So, but Brian K. has been a thorn in my side for a long time. And the only reason I let him back on here for a while was because I was willing to basically give him a second chance. But he keeps demonstrating that he is not willing to be fair to anybody else. So, shut up, Cletus. Okay? Brian K. is an adult man who has literally been trying to get under my skin for months. Okay? And don't tell me that you think I'm being unreasonable. Okay? I have listened to this guy repeatedly trying to tell me all this horrible stuff, originally about Rhonda, and now about another woman who I don't even personally know named Chen Chen, who hasn't done anything wrong. There's no reason why that shouldn't even be allowed. You talk about racism. There you go. There's your ethnocentric, racist, ethnic, cultural bigot right there. That's right, Chin Chin. It is a way of your culture. I mean, Buddhism and Confucianism both teach about the importance of honor and the responsibility of all the people in Asia. It doesn't matter which culture you're from. They all have a very similar tie, okay, about including Taoism. There's no reason why I should be constantly having someone like Brian K. trying to, pardon my French, fuck up the conversation because he doesn't like the fact that I respect the fact that the woman, which I do not personally know, is Asian. I don't have a problem with a person who's Asian. I do have a problem with is if a person, regardless of their ethnicity, acts like a total jackass. That I have a problem with. No, Aaron, you know what? I'm not. Okay? I have warned Brian K. for weeks, and I have told him not to do that. Okay? So don't say I didn't give him adequate warning. Oh, I gave him plenty of that. He decides to keep pushing my buttons over and over again. You talking about the Korean War? Yeah, well, you know, that was Korean War, but guess what? The good news is that now, Bill, is now that North and South Korea are planning to work together as a country, a combined country, to reunite, a reunification. I don't know if it's going to be a republic or something similar to a communist country or not, but I don't know. But the point is that there are some potential good things going on here. No, it's not. Right, exactly. Well, I'll tell you one thing, okay? People of Peace is right about one thing. There is sometimes when I do have to basically, you know, stand up and take charge. And that's this time because this Brian K has been a problem, as I said, for months. This is not a new thing. He's constantly been harassing me for a long time, okay? And I have been pretty reasonable with this guy. But to go out there and tell me to block a person just because of their ethnicity, it's not that stupid. Now, if I had a person on my channel that was sitting there bad-mouthing everybody and acting like a flaming asshole, yeah, I am going to block them. And the reason is because it's disrupting the conversation for everybody else. That's the fact. We're trying to have a civilized conversation, talking about trolls. People of Peace points out is I need to put my foot down. He's right there, but there's the thing. The minute I basically block a known instigator, all hell breaks loose because I basically told the instigator to take a hike. That's exactly the truth. Yeah, you know, as whole as I do, Chin Chin, they'll stay. They'll stay. Oh, maybe a few might unsubscribe, but I got a feeling that most of them will stay. And the good people, the ones that I do know, people that think I'm a decent person, will subscribe. I will do my best to work the language, but I'm just trying to say is that I really think that it would be nice to give a little bit of respect here. Okay, now, no more about the Brian K thing, because he's, as I said, he's been a long-term problem, and he's not gonna, yeah, okay, fine. Alright, so, Chin Chin, let me ask you a question. What, do you still live in China, or do you live in the North American area? You know, like United States or Canada right now? Right, yeah, I know that. So anyway, Chin Chin, where are you from anyway? Oh, I know that. Like I said, I mean, like, you know, I gave this guy more than adequate warning. It's not like I basically just dropped the bomb right on his face without giving him a warning. No, she didn't leave. Well, she may have temporarily went 10-10 on the site for a bit, but I'm sure she'll be back. Yeah, I know about Dixon. I know about him. Okay. Because I've been watching videos about China from Separenza. He's an American. He's a South American, or South African who lives in China, and one of the level 1 cities up there. I think he lives in Beijing, and it's really, really interesting about China because he said that there are several things that Chinese find very hard to understand about Westerners, and one of the things is they think Westerners are so arrogant. But you know, the thing is that I know that there are some Westerners, and I'm one of them, that try very hard to not be arrogant. And so I want to know what you think. I don't know if you're, you know, if you have much experience with the people from China directly, but do you think? Yes, I know you said that. So I suspect your family is of. Is your mom and dad from China directly? Okay, that's a good question. Yeah, socialism and communism, the Chinese communism regime. What do you think of that? Do you think that the way that things are done in China is any better? I mean, do you think that the concepts of what the China, it's because like Separanza points out, is that the reason why in a lot of China, a lot of the stuff, I'm gonna turn the phones on now, guys. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, all right, the phones are on now. I just turned it back up again. But like I said, I just had to cool off a little bit because I was getting a little bit frustrated. Oh. Yeah, well, I have a hard time understanding how the People's Republic of China works either. So, I mean, like, on one side, they want to be the government to provide control, and yet look at what's going on in China. It seems like in China, the almighty Yuan controls. Call you on the air.
Oh, Michelle?
Yeah.
So you've banned me from chat again.
Who is this?
It's Brian.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you? I've done a little bit better since I've been banned from chat again, it seems.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say actually is something that you just briefly touched on right there. I said that it was an issue of national security. I don't know if you're aware of some of the psyops that China is doing.
Okay.
As far as basically they have placements in the education system currently in the United States.
Well, you do realize that one of the things that China's got going for it is the fact is that they are able to make, unfortunately they've flooded America with a lot of imported metals, such as aluminum and steel. And that's one of the reasons why Donald Trump wants to put
Well, also one of the things that they have done is, I don't know if you're aware of this, but they have jails for the youth over there for speaking out against the government on the internet. They're like internet jails.
Internet jails. I don't know about internet jail, but
basically, if you're using the internet in a way that the government deems unfit, they send you to jail. And this is like a very common thing that happens over there.
Well, I mean, the way I see it is I do know something. I want to talk about, really briefly here about the tariffs that Donald Trump wants to do. I understand the reason behind the tariffs because China has been known for doing unfair trade practices. We're talking about the country, not the individual people. It seems that the government of China has been flooding the market with things by devaluing the yuan enough to make it cheap enough that they can bring how to describe this.
Right, and they also have a current issue of credit inflation over there. I mean, they do a lot of currency manipulation and stuff like that. But my issue with them really is the human rights issue. Primarily, oddly enough, the same issue that seems to be occurring between you and I.
Right. Well, anyway,
with the censorship, but at least you allow me an outlet to represent myself from people of peace and his argumentative, speculative, totally baseless claims against me.
Well, right now, like I said, as far as the, the way I see it is, the different things. Talking about the tariffs. I can sort of see with the
tariffs are really, you're talking about essential human rights. Like, I think we can both agree that you and I deserve to be able to speak about what we want without the government throwing us in a prison for speaking out against something that they deem unfit, or somehow trump up this charge against them for speaking out or trying to cause a revolution or something. That's what they try and sell it as legally over there, but what it boils down to is they have a very similar approach to you as far as how to deal with dissidents.
Well, the most important thing I can say is that, well, in America, we have freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of right to assemble, freedom of religion, which is guaranteed in the United States Constitution, and the Bill of Rights and the First Amendment. Yes, and that's the one.
One of the rights that we have
that has lately been under attack. Is the fact is that there are some groups, especially the multinational corporations, that want to shut that down, where they don't want us to be free.
I know. They're doing that with everything. What are some of the other rights that are agreed upon, or that are granted to us in the Constitution, primarily the Bill of Rights?
Well,
I can think of one right now. The second one.
Well, no, I'm just reading the comments. So, I mean,
I really wish I could comment in there and tell people of peace that it's speculative, argumentative, and baseless, and ultimately it's grounds for a potential.
What do you think about Brian Kay? Just to talk about the one person that has been a bit of a problem for quite a while on my channel. What do you think of Brian Kay when I have told him week after week that
I am Brian Kay?
Well, I thought you were. But anyway, the point is I'm asking you why you would say I should block, a person that has done nothing wrong on this channel. And that just doesn't make any sense.
Well, I just really think the way that they sell Chinese as though that should be the main focus of the thing. I think that Michelle,
if we're going to have
take this for instance, Michelle. I'm Jewish, okay? Have I ever come at you from the angle of that you should be the main focus of Jewish or Israeli politics or national identity or self-identity?
All I can tell you is that
I would very, very
I would rather see,
honestly,
okay, let me talk. Okay, don't distract me because I want to think this through, okay? I like to see people try to come down and sit down and a chance to talk together and have a dialogue, a positive dialogue among people, and not have to feel like they are being disrespected because of their race or their ethnicity. If we're going to ever solve any of the problems in this world, we need to be willing to sit down and talk to each other. And we can't do that if we're telling everybody to block this one and throw this one off. But when there's a person, whoever they may be, that constantly wants to incite trouble, that's a different story. You, in your case, have been told by me many times that I am not going to do that. Okay? And I have told you that if you keep it up, you would be thrown off the air. And I meant it. So I want you to understand that. I'm trying to have a talk with you now, but you got to understand that it's important for you to realize that if we're going to have any kind of constructive dialogue to solve the issues of this world, we need to sit down and discuss the issues and not try to start being animosity towards people that have done nothing wrong.
Well,
Michelle,
I find it very ironic that you would block the only Jew on your chat. It appears that
I don't care if you are a Jew or not. It has nothing to do with your race. It has to do with the fact that you're telling me to block an innocent person that had done nothing wrong.
Except for come here and try and spew a Chinese
witchcraft, try and get everybody to be like, oh, yes, we're going to, like, what is that thing from Star Trek? Borg.
And you got something wrong with people that are interested in Chinese culture and Chinese mysticism?
Yes. Primarily, if it includes, when you say Chinese culture, you're totally ignoring that not but 70 years ago where they were. You're totally ignoring where they were in the 80s, and you're totally ignoring where they are today. I don't agree with that. If that's a cultural thing, which I ultimately think it is, then so be it.
Oh, right now the way I see it is that I'm watching the chat, and you know, so many people, you know, whatever. Anyway.
I just wish that you would restore my ability to at least express myself. If you have disagreement with it, can we have discourse instead of having all these rules?
Well, all I know is that, and this way to some of these comments here, I would never block anybody because of your face system. I blocked you because of what you were trying to tell me to do repeatedly, trying to tell me to block somebody who did nothing wrong. So that's the reason I will not do that. Now, if whoever it was, it doesn't matter who they are, male or female, any race, whatever, if they start acting like a problem, they're gonna have to get dealt with. And it's not because I like to be a mean person.
Well, it certainly feels that way when you're the one that's saying your beliefs against a certain person.
Alright, anyway, listen, Brian, I got other people I think that they want to call in, so I gotta release the lines.
Can I make a request? Can I have my chat ability restored, please? I mean, I'm begging you.
Well, unfortunately, the fact is I'll have to restore you after the chat's over because that's the way it works. So, that's why I don't like to do that unless, as I said, you know, so you're kind of on a timeout for tonight, alright? Just because that's the way it works.
Wait, I'm confused, so...
Okay, so talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye. Okay. No, I'm not going to fall for tricks. And by the way, the other Lumi is not me. No, that's not you. That's the other fake one. It's the fake one. I can't block his phone number because I don't have caller ID on here. And it wouldn't do any good because people have burner phones anywhere. Go ahead, call you on here.
Hey there, I just want to say fuck niggers, you fucking commie. Fuck. I hope, you know, gay people, Taoists, communism, niggers, Hitler.
Who are you?
I'm your daddy.
And you're saying...
I'm saying... penis.
No, you don't have to... Okay, so let me read your comments, people, please, because I can read them by rewinding the screen. If you give me a minute, okay? You don't have to retype them over, okay? Where is it? Oh, yeah, I can get to it. How are you going to get to it? Where's my scroll bar? It's... You're kidding me. Don't worry about it, people of peace. I can find it. I'm upset with 2 comments each over a paragraph 1 like 5 minutes ago when they were not read because this person called. I now have to type them all over again. People of peace, how come every time I try to say something, someone calls in? I don't know. I'm bisexual, and if you have a problem with that, come fight me. I'm going, you know, Lumi and Finister, the fake one, I am sick of you. Yeah, kidding. Yeah. Just put her in timeout. Remove her, turn it in. Bing! Oh, it's basically at night. Go ahead, calling in the air.
You thought you could get rid of me. You were wrong. Hitler did nothing wrong. Gas the Jews. Niggers.
Whatever. Well, I guess I have to. Yeah. Can I come on here?
Hello and Mary B, everybody. My name is Lumi and how dare you block me, false Lumi?
First of all, why would you want to say to do such a thing to a person that did nothing wrong to you? I'm talking about Chin Chin. Why would you want to do that to her when she did nothing to you?
Because, Michelle, I am a demon and I am full of hate and I live inside your head.
Yeah, well, you might be a demon,
why.
but you're not exactly helping me, are you? No, of course not.
Have I ever helped you? I've been inside you since you were a little girl. Yes, I have. Do I have it? Yes, I have. Do I have it?
All I know is that right now is that you're trying to say something and trying to attribute it to me. You're saying that
Look, Michelle, I'm going to make this clear. You better unblock me or else.
Well, I can't.
I'll call up the pastor. I'll call up Mr. Jenkins and have him come give you an exorcism, and you'll never see me again. Because I'll be gone in the demon land.
Poor Brian King, the most vital racist person, blah, 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 blah. I'm just looking at the message. This guy's in the best here. Tell you, no. Okay.
Look, are you going to unblock me or not, Michelle? I say terrible and
let's put it this way. You will be unblocked at the end of the night. You will be unblocked at the end of the night. Okay? That's the way it works.
If you were born in 1835, you would have the same racist tendencies. It was a different time back then.
Okay, look. I already told Brian King the same thing, okay? I can't unblock you until after the night, after the live stream is through. So you're just going to have to chill, okay? Thanks. Okay, that's phone calls right now. Oh my gosh, I was trying to type a comment and these tolls come in every time. Type something that's phone calls and interesting. I just turned the phone off for a little bit. Well, I'd like to read some of the back comments. I didn't even get a chance to read them yet. That's why I happened to be rewinding the screen so I could read them. So if you guys are getting a little bit of vertigo, I apologize. Because I was trying to read the back screen to see what was going on here. Okay? So, let's see. I don't know what. Okay. Let's see. Chin Chin, communism, persecuted, deist. You guys don't even know your Asian history. Let's see. Chin Chin, China's government does not represent all people in any case. No, it doesn't. There's a lot of people in China that don't necessarily agree with the Chinese government, but they realize that they don't want to get themselves into trouble, so they keep it quiet. Some socialist countries are better off that way, like Iraq and all that. They've been the socialists that has become there's no leader. Well, maybe that's true. But, people of peace, it's just might as well get my sister. Yeah, but you know what? It's people of peace. I think this must be one of the comments you said. I was trying to warn you before this happened. Brian Case instigator. No kidding. I know that. People miss, don't care. Sorry if it's on the right. Not the one of the characters. Good save. Okay, here's the Super Brian K. Subscribing, blah, 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 blah. I know it doesn't always work, but in some cases, some socialist countries, yep, okay. Brian K. Michelle, you need to unblock. What do you mean, Brian K? Okay, Jackson Hicks, Leroy, People of Peace, Chin Chin. Now, give me a second while I catch up here, okay, guys? Now, every time I rewind, I get lost. What's the same color? I know that. Well, watch my People of Peace. Okay, so back at the end of the screen, then you just jump back over to the other. Well, at least it's the same screen. Hey, while you're at it, can you go ahead and find out exactly who else is on here? Yeah, we can find out. Let me check something, guys. And I'm up to 256 subscribers. Nobody's unsubscribed. There you go. Told you. See, I'm watching that too. I just gotta learn to stop basically pounding my mouse button. Alright, so... yeah, fine. People, peace, you're truly awful. I want us to... Peace, now we're all together once more. Answer them phones, Michelle. We want to talk to our people now and don't... Yes. Honestly, right now, guys, is that it's 8:14, and as far as I'm concerned, you know, I don't think there's much more to talk about. No, there isn't. There really isn't. Well, people, peace, you are truly awful. Well, I don't know, peace, they're truly awful. I don't think Brian K is truly awful. I mean, I mean, people, peace. No, you think Brian K is truly awful. Yeah, I do. And I also think a few others that I will not mention by name are also Epson Syllabus. What? I think I just missed the conversation. Why don't we talk about understanding? Like from somebody who basically says that I should treat somebody who has done nothing wrong on my channel with just total disrespect. And that person is trying to tell me to talk about understanding? Really? I still can't use that. I can't use that anyway. No. But clearly, like I said, is if let's see, whatever. Alright, so yes, it is. In fact, they say Xanax is almost as bad as actual crack. Except there's a prescription. That and Ritalin, those two stimulants are known to cause some serious problems. Well, we kind of do. Okay, well, go ahead and type it. Obviously, I'm just going to probably scroll off the screen again, but it's not because of me. No, I'm not sleepy. I took a nap earlier tonight, so... Phones, yeah, phones. Yeah, they're on now. Well, what exactly is Xanax? Xanax is in the same league as I understand as Ritalin. It's just... it does some really bad shit to your head, too. Well, okay. Well, you can still type it. Just type it while I read the phone, okay? Go ahead, I'm here.
Yeah, can I talk with Michelle?
This is me.
Hi, Michelle. This is Pete. You remember me from last week? I called you about how you was being a phony baloney.
What?
I called you last week about how you was being a phony baloney. It's P. You remember me from the soup kitchen? P? Well, I got a bone to pick with you, miss. So you came out and admitted to everybody that you was a liar, you was a false, you had no powers at all. So why are you now trying to say that you do have powers? Not only do you have powers, you're trying to say that you can control the frickin' sun, too. Oh, so now you got double powers after you say you don't have powers? That's a stupid liar.
Right now, I'm trying to read what's discussing.
Well, right now, I'm trying to call you out on your bull crap. Because you know what, Miss L, like I told you last time, the newsman is a-coming. He's a-coming, and he's going to say to you, oh, can you control the sun, miss? And guess what? You're going to look silly when you can't control the sun. And I don't believe for a second that you will experiment proof anything.
The person with your voice at the soup kitchen, okay? I don't even know who you are.
I told you, Miss L, you came about a year ago. I was at my chair in the soup kitchen with my friends at the table, and we asked you why was you sitting there recording yourself, because it was strange that you're always in there recording yourself because nobody else does that. And you told us, you told everybody, and you know what? Sandy will back me up. You told everybody that you was the North American snow queen. You had powers. You was the one that made it snow. And then I went around and told all my friends that I knew the fucking snow queen when she's nothing. She's not no snow queen.
Can you shut this guy up? God. I hate this. Yeah, I do too. And then my private line rings. Oh, that's great. I'll take care of my private calls. Yeah, it's a pledge drive. Alright, so, the most important thing I'm going to say right now, okay, I'm not too savvy on certain types of psychotropic medications at all. So don't ask me about psychotropics, because I don't know everything about everything. Okay, right, that's why I was getting mixed up. Adderall. Hold on. I never said you couldn't type your comments. You know I would have read it. I was trying to read the comments on the screen while I was listening to this guy on the phone. So I was willing to read the comment. Okay. Xanax is similar to Valium. Oh, okay. That's right. That's what you meant by the benzos. So it's So why would you want to take something that makes you drowsy? Is that my Rusty? What are you doing? Come on. Oh, come on. Get down. Go on. Go. Cat, you need to go on a diet, Garfield. Hold on, guys. We're going to take care of the problem. Back up. And let my cat have a chance to walk around the goddamn house. I put your cat on the couch. Alright. Okay. First of all, Rusty, why don't you get out from underneath there so at least I don't have to worry about claws going crazy. Yeah, okay. I'll let you outside. I gotta let the cat out. Ha ha! cord's a little short. No kidding. I unplugged this. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so let's see what's going on, what I missed while I was doing what As the Claws Move. Okay, so speaking of this, yeah. Okay. Justice for that cat. How unprofessional. No, not really. It's... Well, she just went out. He said that you should just type in the comments where I see nothing, and you miss most of them because interruptions like this, and it's so upsetting when I work so hard to type something, and then someone calls. For whose anxiety? Mine or people pieces? Yeah, well, don't get me started. No, it's nothing to do with that. I had the phone turned off because I was trying to deal with the cats that had to go out. Rusty went outside. Torres is still in the house. You gotta admit, when you look at the size of my cat, Rusty, he's huge. He's like a giant Garfield. Well, I don't have anxiety. It's not an anxiety issue for me. I don't really have anxiety. It's just that, you know, I have to do all this pretty much by myself, from letting the cats in and out to making sure I wouldn't want to do anything like that anyway, Chin-Chan. I'm not into that kind of stuff. Right now, I take enough prescription medications from my Celebrex for my arthritis in my leg. I take levothyroxine for my thyroid. I take niacin because I'm short on niacin. And I take metformin as part of the study to see if metformin can help reduce the signs of aging, which is interesting. Yeah. The phone is on. Right now it is. Right now it is. It's right. Alright, let's take the call. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Hi there, Michelle. How are you doing today?
Who's this?
Oh, I'm just watching your live stream here, and I'm just loving every second of it.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you would get on board with my movement. If I could get you on board, because I think you'd be a great member, having the Snow Queen on our team.
So I'm trying to read the comments because People Peace has been wanting to try to say something, but
okay. If you're going to be very quick, if you don't mind.
Well, okay. I'm trying to listen and read the screen at the same time. So
no, I was just wondering. Our movement is on Howard Stern's penis. Are you interested?
No, I don't want to deal with Howard Stern right now.
Howard Stern's penis is the best penis in the world. Come on.
Whoa. Well, fine. Maybe you think he's the greatest in the world, but I don't think he's that great. Brian Case, please come back. He sounds so cute. Well, seriously. I don't think he sounds like cute. No. Well, I'm kind of getting tired of it too. I mean, I might be younger than you, but I don't like it. We are working with kindness to cut back on the ability of the originals to speak. No shit. No, yeah. That way you can tell who's who. First of all, you see this person doesn't have the golden crown. That's right, they don't have the golden crown. So, anyway, let me ask Dory something real quick privately. Again. Okay, I was just asking Dory a private question. She didn't eat dinner yet, so I said, you want to go to McDonald's later on, and I don't have Brian's number.
Is that the guy that was messing with me?
What's that?
That Brian guy. Is that the guy that was fucking around with me?
Yeah.
Me off?
Why don't you ask him for it yourself? That's an idea. Because Brian isn't giving me any of his numbers. I don't have a caller ID anyway, so it wouldn't do him any good.
I don't want his number because I'll tell him off in spades.
So let's see. Why don't you come on over and say hi to the camera? At least wave at him.
No, Michelle.
You can see there's me, there's Dory over there.
Michelle,
And I gotta take care of the calls.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, caller on here.
Hello, Michelle. It's me, IFTNCC. How are you doing?
Doing okay.
Good. It's been a while since we spoke last couple of weeks, yeah? But it's good to hear your voice. I was just hoping I heard something in the background there that made my ears spoke up. Is Dory there?
Well, yeah, Dory's here.
Could you tell her it's me, IFTNCC? I was really hoping to clear some things up about our interview and everything. I know she's quite upset.
Well, I'm sure you've been watching what's going on in this channel right now. For the most part, it's been pretty tame, but
yeah, seems to be going just wonderful. Could you yell over to Dory and let her know it's IFTNCC on the phone? I was hoping to speak with her.
I don't know if Dory necessarily wants to talk with you. Why?
Who is
Well,
that?
could you yell over and let her know it's me?
Hold on a minute. I can put her on a hand phone, but she's not going to be actually in chat. Hold on a minute. Let me switch this over to that. Okay, hold on a minute.
No need to switch me over.
Who is that?
TNCC.
Hello.
Okay.
I'm doing all right. How about you?
So, gives everybody no, actually, I don't really have a problem with that. But you know what? The funny thing with metformin is it's actually because I was having constipation for a while, so the metformin actually did a favor, and at least I'm more regular.
Just because
let's see. So Ted Logan, hello, me, hi Michelle. How you doing, Ted? Yeah, how you doing? I love Chin talks about the West so highly. It totally doesn't prove my point about them being some. They have. She is Chinese. She's Chinese Canadian, so she's been raised in this country.
I don't know. I have never in my life had a heroin addiction. I had.
You know,
Well, Michelle's full of sugar. I never had a heroin. I've never had a heroin addiction.
no, I never said you had a heroin addiction. The camera said we're going on the screen. No one else is watching me. Because you're annoying. People base, oh God, it's so effing frustrating, especially with my ADHD. I was trying to say something, and by the time I got to it, the conversation was forward now. Welcome to the live streams, people beast. It's what happens. No, I know you're Jewish American. I said Chin Chin is Chinese Canadian, Canadian Chinese. In other words, her family is from China, but she lives in Canada.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Can I think about it?
There really isn't formal anything for that on the 21st, guys. I'm already in the start process. We're already starting to phase it out now.
All right. Well, nice speaking with you. All right. Bye-bye.
Let's see. So what did he say to you?
Huh?
What did TNCC say to you?
He's crazy. He wants to talk. He wants me to do an interview. I told him I'd think about it. I'd get back to him.
Right. Well. So. Okay. Okay. I am a pharmacist. I understand that. Yeah, I gotta answer the phone. Okay, no minute. Do I come on here? Fine. Don't worry about it. You'll see it. Looking, you only will see that the weather starts to change. I don't know where you are located right now, but you will start to see that. You'll start to see the warm up first in the south as it slowly ekes northward. As the warmer air from the equatorial regions will begin to, the higher pressures will begin to push the colder air up north, as we will start to see the North Atlantic oscillations turn from negative to positive. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Yeah, Michelle, this is P. You're not getting rid of me that easy. You think you can just hang up and I'll just disappear?
What?
I said, this is P, and you are not getting rid of me that easy.
I know. I wanted to talk socialists briefly, like 40 minutes now, when Brian K. was talking.
Well, right now I'm trying to call you out because you're the little Miss Phony Baloney. You're telling everybody now that you got power to control the sun. But you know what? I think you're full of it.
And Brian K. says...
Mother God Austin, I don't even like you.
Brian K. says, it's so sad that you can't understand American culture. It's even more sad that you don't learn from the fundamental...
You know what the North American Snow King said? He said that you're working with Lucifer. Huh? You working with demons now? Are you a demon with Lucifer?
Alright, can you call me? It looks like it's over this type of theater, so we make it warmer, simply.
Oh, who am I talking to? Which one of Michelle's little buddies am I talking to now?
Comments. Oh my God, my comment was ignored again. So, okay, that's what he's saying.
You know what? Forget the comments, because right now we got some serious business, because you're going around being a phony baloney still. I thought you was going to knock it off after you got called out and the North American Snow King called you, but you still being Mrs. Phony Baloney.
Okay, first of all, let me try to read some of these comments real quick, because I was getting confused. No, your comment was not ignored. I see it. I wanted to talk about socialist briefly like 40 minutes ago when Brian K. was talking about China. Brian K. It's China. I said that you do not understand American culture. It's even more sad that you don't yearn for the fundamental ways to define this great country. Theo Logan says, will you make it warmer soon, please? Yes, I'm working on it. Bill, oh my God, my comment was ignored again. I am so effing frustrated every time somebody says Scott Scholars destroyed as being, well, first of all, Chin Chin is not American. She's Canadian national, she's Chinese Canadian. So how in the heck can you expect her to really understand everything about the United States. She's not even in the United States. And I couldn't think of there's a lot of Americans that don't even understand the United States. Chin Chin, Hollywood does not represent America. Unfortunately, that's true. But you know what, Brian K? The sad truth is that so many people mistakenly think they do. Because, what is it? The United States has got most of the bigwigs. It's the Illuminati, which controls Hollywood. And they're the ones who are basically putting the impression in everybody's ears that the United States is like they see on TV with big fancy cars, big fancy houses, and kids that act like a bunch of flaming assholes. Absolutely. It's sad. Well, excuse me, but I happen to be Italian Norwegian American, so does that make me any worse? Of course not. Okay.
Oh, shit.
I wanted to talk about it because Brian was talking about socialism and Chinese. She was Chinese. Okay. So I just spoke with Dory. She said that Michelle is lying about their relationship, that Michelle's obsessed with her and is a one-way street. Brian K says, shows that you're not able to pick up when I'm sitting down. People P says, I wanted to say that the mainstream corporate media spread a lot of lies about Cuba, which are not true. People P says, I have been to Cuba myself. Brian K, Hollywood is in ruins. No kidding. Chin Chin, you found someone else to pick up for you, Brian? We don't take orders from you or type. Brian K, when the hell was the last time you went to a theater and seen a movie? People Peace, it's beautiful place with no cell phones. Everyone is fluid and is humbly, and gay rights are amazing there. Chin Chin, I don't watch movies. Well, I gotta be honest with Chin Chin, I haven't watched really too many lately either, because, number one, is the movies are all using this same generic formula, and they all basically, especially in Hollywood, they're all basically using the same formula. It sounds like a pile of crap. Now, as far as what TNCC said about what you said, Dory, why did you say what you say?
What?
He said that you and I, let's see, we can go back to that comment here. This is going to be fun.
Michelle, tell him I don't want that spoken out
okay.
while I talk about
He
it.
said, what is it here? Let's see, TNCC says, I don't even want to, okay, so, okay. He said, let's see, I can find this place. Hollywood here says, yeah, no, that's not it. He said something about, you said something about me blowing, okay. So, Smoker Dory, she said Michelle is lying about the relationship. Michelle's obsessed with her and is a one-way street.
Oh, my God, man.
I already said to you, TNCC, that we're not a couple anymore anyway, so what the hell is with you? Okay. I'm a Daoist, I practice Tai Chi. I do not watch a movie. Okay, I understand that, I respect that. Besides, even if you did watch movies, to be honest, they suck. Okay? Going back to Chin Chin's comment. They suck. Because one of the things about American movies is it's always made up phony baloney. They use the same old basic script. It doesn't change. The names may change the characters, but it's the same formula. It never improves. They never, ever come up with a movie that really, truly is original. What's going on the 21st is actually, it's already starting. We're starting to warm up the seasons for spring. Spring is officially the start of spring. It's a starter. Michelle's doing this weather process. Can we talk about Cuba? I guess you can talk about Cuba. I mean, if you want to, but what is it about Cuba you want to talk about? Not all movies suck. There are many good movies actually with deep meaning. Yeah, but unfortunately they're not the ones that most people think about when you think of Hollywood. People of peace. You realize that, don't you? Majority of the movies that you see on the screen today are all blockbusters, usually action flicks, basically with some stupid dialogues, and basically don't make any sense. Well, some character thinks he's English MacGyver are basically going out there and creating impossible things, shooting them up with lots of blood, guts, and sex. That's what it's all about. Yeah, like you said, Hollywood is total crap. 100%. I don't even really. I have hard enough time sometimes just reading the news, especially when you hear about the Weinstein thing, and you start to wonder, why is this Harvey Weinstein doing that? And it's all these people, and as his producer, what he was fondling women's privates. What in the fuck is going on here? You know, you think about that. I don't banish winter. It's just a phased out. It's just we transition into spring. It's not banished. Banish is an extreme thing. No, it's not to show up anybody. It's what I do every year. Yeah, I know, but the problem, the sad truth is, pieces that so many of the good movies that you're talking about, ever since they were created, today's production crews do nothing but basically recycle. It's like they go into the blue recycling bin, pull out a plot, change the name of a few characters, and regurgitate it. Like somebody basically induced vomiting and basically threw it out as a script out. That's what it's like. For me, I watch a lot of stuff on TV, and I think the TV's the same way, okay? There's a lot of repeating of the same generic genre. I don't banish winter, we transition into spring. And as I explained it in an email, that we do not banish winter. I did say that we are transitioning into spring, and that is when officially spring starts, is on the 21st of March. And already I'm in the process of warming things up, very slowly, because we got places in the country that got so much snow that if I basically warmed it up too dang fast, you would have so much flooding, it would be insane. People piece it all wasn't about which I like to talk about, but I don't feel like the energy you're talking about it today, and there's too many trolls too. That's because, unfortunately, people piece Hollywood themselves is their own worst enemy. You think about it. Big fancy actors, big fancy management people, big fancy houses, big fancy egos. That's what people don't like talking about Hollywood, because it's all fake. All of it. You just can throw a couple $1 million around. Oh, you want to have a champagne dinner? Okay, fine. I'll go ahead and get the caviar. And we'll go ahead and have a nice fancy dinner for 50 people! And basically everybody else basically starves in the street or homeless in Los Angeles. You tell me that's fair. When almost so-called actors and actresses couldn't have at least said, hey, let's put some more money into the Salvation Army and the Goodwill to give more people, homeless people, a chance to find a good, safe place to live. Or let's encourage landlords to reduce the price of the rents so people can actually successfully rent a home or an apartment in California. So you want to talk about out of touch? When you say binge, you're talking about one of my favorite seasons. That's like tell my season to go drop dead. It's not the same thing. It's not the way it works. You can't just do that with the weather. If you go from sudden cold to sudden hot, what's going to happen? Everybody's going to get sick on top of that because the body's immune system will not adjust to the sudden shock either. No, I banned 2. Oh, 3. 3. Okay? That's it. And those same people will probably be unblocked by the end of the night. Except for one. Yes, I know that. And the same thing with Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook. Okay? So the question is if these people are truly so concerned about the well-being of the people in California, for example, why aren't the people in California getting off the rich fat asses eating the caviar and brie and going out there and helping the people in the street that are homeless? They could have done so much for the city, but you know what it is? They don't want to. That's the whole problem. They don't want to. Let's just say we'll say. The only way I would really unblock you, Brian K., is if you agree to stop telling me to block people or ban people that have done nothing wrong on this channel. I know that. And so is YouTube, unfortunately. YouTube is trying to say it's not the case, but it is. How can I help the homeless when I'm just about barely homeless myself? Think about it. I am helping the homeless. I volunteer at the soup kitchen, for one thing. Okay? I'm there almost every day of the week. Okay? Well, do you promise to do me a favor and not sit there and try to tell me to throw innocent bystanders out of my channel that have done nothing wrong, Brian K? Because if you could do that, we have something to discuss. But if you're going to continue to tell me to throw per person out of this channel that has done nothing wrong, I'm not going to be too happy about that. Because people haven't done anything wrong on this channel. She didn't do nothing to you. So why would you act like that? I want to see what she's on here right now. I want to just check this real quick here. Let's see. Participants. Yeah, she's reading it right now, but she's not actually talking right now. But, okay. And that's the truth. Okay? I'm not going to block anybody unless they really, really, really push my buttons. I'm not going to wait for the screen to update. Here we go. Well, I'm not the one who basically tried to tell me to go ahead and throw an innocent woman out of my channel that has done nothing wrong. Saying that I should block her because of some political situation. When the poor woman had nothing to do with that political situation. Okay, so it's 8:51. Let's see how our streams are doing today. I think it's going fine right now. Yep, it's going. Getting a moderately good bit rate. It's kind of shifting around a little bit, but that's reasonable. It's working. Don't forget you also have the Frontier still plugged in. Oh, right. Here I got to unplug the home internet. There we go. Nothing really changes anyway. As long as the conversation is clear and nobody can hear me talking, and you guys talking to... What if someone wanted to do an apprenticeship with you? Well, there is always the possibility I could do apprenticeships. And I already said originally that I would be willing to subdivide the the territory into smaller regions. And I already said that Mother said I could do that. So if I wanted to, if I felt that would be necessary to break it down to smaller channel or blocks of turf. And that's what I would do anyway, because it'd be easier for everybody. That really makes a big difference, because yeah, it does. Because I forgot to unplug the Frontier, so everything was going on Frontier, which is fine, I guess. But so you wonder why the picture looks like crap, you know why? Why can't you get a job? Well, let's see. I'm legally blind. I have hearing loss. I have arthritis in my left knee. I have issues with my back. I don't even. That's not even real. Don't even go there. Well, you can find some books on sorcery, and also you need to study up on meteorology. That's what you're going to need to know, is how weather works. The weather sciences is the first piece. Remember, we're talking about sorcery, not magic, like in candle magic. We're talking about sorcery. And a sorcerer is going to need to know how weather is created, like what a warm front is, what a cold front is, and also needs to know how to read maps, and also they can understand how it works before they can do it working. It takes skill. It's not just something you can do just by fun. I believe that we're praising you for censoring people and promoting around the Nazi and second community. Well, like I said, so what you need to do is go find some books at the local library, specifically in meteorology, because that's what you're going to need to learn how weather works. And I would think, like I said, an introductory course to meteorology would be a good start, but it's not going to give you all the details. But it would give you some clues to where to start. Because if you're going to do any kind of weather manipulation, you're going to understand what you're manipulating. Exactly. And then you need to do some books on sorcery to help you to learn how to channel your elemental. And that's the next thing. We're going to find out what your elemental is that you normally work with. I work with water. Water is my elemental. Some people work with air, some people work with fire, some people work with earth, and of course some work with spirit. I do spirit and I do water, so those are my two elementals I work with. Now, do you think the pictures they're rolling any sharper? Probably is. I actually didn't even realize I had it plugged into the Frontier, and that probably is gonna make it all faster now. Well, at least it didn't turn the picture into crap. Yeah, I'll give you that. Okay. So. Okay. It's 8:56 p.m. Eastern Time. And I had a pretty interesting overall night. Anyway, the live stream from the 11th is still friggin' processing. I don't know how long YouTube is going to take to process that before YouTube finally says, we can't do any better than that. What are you going to do? What? Just ignore him. Just ignore him? Okay, fine. Alright. Now, let's see. Any last minute questions? Okay, it's 8:57. I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. So let me switch the cameras over to me. Turn this off, turn this off, turn this off. Hit dissolve. Okay, so anyway, that's pretty much it for tonight. I want to thank you all for watching this. At least tonight, I can say that the live stream appears to be working fine. Please understand that it may take a while to process this video. I hope it ain't going to take as long as it's taking the one from Sunday. But Sunday was a big pile of a big pear-shaped mess anyway. But this is much closer to standard, so this should be a lot easier to render this video. And don't forget too that I do thank you for being here. And that's important because I know that every single person that has been on this channel, there are many who do like the videos. And there are many people who like the opportunity to talk to me and chat in comments. And I do like talking to people. And in comments, but make sure you understand that it's really special to being able to reach out to people. And it's a real honor when we can have a conversation of good things and knowledge. Because knowledge is what gives us power. And that, listen, Theodore Logan, is another thing that you will need to know, is that when you have knowledge, you have power. Because power is the first thing you're going to need, is that knowledge of how meteorology works before you can even use the rules of sorcery, which is the harnessing of the energies. Is if you have the knowledge of how it works, then you know how to yield the power, how to wield it, how to do the equivalent of manipulate the forces around you. That's what sorcery involves. But for now, thank you guys for watching this. I will see you on Sunday. I hope at this time it'll go good. Okay? Bye-bye.